Hello, everyone. How are you doing, guys? How are you
Hello.
guys?
I'm doing great. Actually, today is a special day down here in this session. It's an amazing session because we got a specialist in open source, a friend of mine, a friend of us. So I will bring it to our stage, Otavio Santana. Come on here, man.
Hello, Otavio.
Sorry, you
Uh,
said specialist, so I was looking for who? Somebody who is that
Okay.
specialist?
Yeah. So
By the way.
today, actually, guys, this project that are doing together, Gabriel and me, we are doing those things in order to help you in the chat, help you that are watching us to get started to contribute in open source because we believe that we could boost in your career using open source. So you can learn techniques, you can improve your skills, communication skills, and so on. So it's very interesting, and I must thank Otavio to accept this challenge to be here talking about a special open source project that we are working together. So it's JNoSQL one. So of course you are ready to read our title of those sessions. But in the chat, feel free to send us questions about the process, about Java, about those things. I think we could help you as we can. Am I right, Gabriel?
you're right. And right, where are you from? Where are you watching us? This is very cool. And guys, and go ahead,
No,
Max.
okay. Actually I'd like to ask Otavio what he expects this session because we did a little conversation before our session, and I think that we got a good news to you guys if you want to get started to contribute. So go ahead, Otavio, please.
Okay, what to expect for this session? Code. I'm software engineer, right? So it's hard to do anything else than code, 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 and more code. In the previous one, we learned more about. I saw the video was great, and then we went through several open source products as well, right? You went to Apache Tinkerpop where we had discussions. You learned the anti-alert that's mentioned, the compiler perspective inside Java, but compilers are compilers, right? So
Yeah,
the fundamentals are the same. And today, one thing that we can do is create samples using Jakarta NoSQL with microservice products. You can use can go to Jakarta E or microprofile starter and then take some application and make some code to make it work in the cloud.
Oh, amazing. So let me say hi to Glayton. Glayton is watching us. So please tell us where are you from, where you are watching us. And Otavio, I got some questions in the first session about Jakarta E. What is it? It is a project, is a group of projects. You could explain more about that. You can give us a overview about that because it's common to get this question whenever when I talk about it.
Yes, yes, it's natural, especially because uh, when you talk about specification, the Java developer usually don't understand what's going on. Jakarta NoSQL is a specification. It's like JPA, it's like Servlet. Therefore, it's just a contract. What should work on it? Uh, and based on that, we can have several vendors who will implement that, like Spring, Micronaut, Quarkus, and so on. The main idea of Specification is to define the minimal common behavior. So it does exactly the idea with Jakarta NoSQL to define a minimal behavior using NoSQL database, where you can explore the capabilities of four different kind of NoSQL database: key value, document, graph, and wide column.
All right.
So the main goal is not to, okay, let's replace string. No, no. The idea is to make a string use Jakarta NoSQL inside the product.
Oh, yeah, it's another question that I used to listen about. Oh, wow, Spring is better than Jakarta, but Jakarta, so on. So, well, one time ago, I think I did this question to you. I think in the past, and I realized that Spring uses specification behind scenes as well. Am I right? It looks like Spring can support most a lot of specifications. Am I right? Uh, Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, indeed. If you go, the first one to implement the Jakarta EE Big Bang wasn't the classical vendors like Widefly or Payara. The first one was Spring. The Spring was the first one to deliver the Big Bang. Even if you go to the documentation that they have, you can see Spring 6 where they did the migration to Jakarta at the time 9. So for me, there's no any kind of competition like this. Uh, hey, Otavio, I don't believe in you. Don't worry. That's why I do love open source because I can show code. If you go here, I share to you, Max. So you can see a couple links. This is the main issue where they switch the the API to use this kind of dependence. So they
Okay.
have a huge issue there where they migrated. And if you don't know this person here, uh, it's hard to say that in because a German name,
Okay.
but basically
No worries.
is a
No.
person who responsible for the entire thing in Spring Board. So the final word around Spring belongs to this person by Pivotal Holler. I don't know how to say. And as you can see the discussion, they decided to switch between Jakarta E versions APIs.
Oh,
And it
great.
has a decent discussion. So every time that somebody talk to me, okay, Otavio, which one's better? Oh, come on. It's like when try to compare HTML5 with Chrome. Chrome use HTML5. So it don't make sense to compare.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. It's very
It's
interesting.
up to
So,
you to use a peer solution or use with a proper like Spring does.
okay. So we got another ones on the chat. We got Cleuton is in Ceará, Brazil. So it's very interesting one. And Álvaro also said,
Good
"Salve
night,
pessoal."
guys.
Okay, it is a English session, so it's a good opportunity to you, Álvaro, to practice your listening, maybe. But feel free to send the question in Portuguese. We could translate and try to answer you. Okay. Okay, great. I shared all the links. Actually, I think Gabriel also did it
Yes.
for me the, during your speech, Otavio. And in the previous sessions also, I have been talking about the best practices on when we are getting started to contribute. So
Here.
we used to
Yeah. For
trying to
example, I
find.
just
Okay,
send this one here.
Oh, great.
This one here to implement CDI to do the integration with Jakarta EE products like JNoSQL. So they have a huge discussions around around integration where they give us several feedbacks around the product specification. And for me, right now I work mostly on the persistence layer of Jakarta in Java Enterprise, and it's impossible to don't see they as an inspiration for us. Spring provides the good solution. It's a great market to explore, to understand, and to move on. So for me, there's no fight. Indeed, we collaborate a lot together.
Oh, great. It's good to hear that because um, we know that sometimes the developers wants to fight because they wants to fight for they believe. So we need to clarify that. Okay, guys, we got a lot of vendors, we got a lot of implementations, but what we do, we solve problems. So that's the reason why we need to focus on and the best solution that the products can and provide and projects can offer us. So I think that we are in good shape. We are in good direction to this one. So and looking for the best practice around the contributions. I told to these guys that the first one is to find out contribution guide on a repository. I saw that you have been sharing a lot of things in your YouTube channel and in your social media about documentation. So maybe the first place that we can get started to contribute is through documentation. All right, so it's a better way. So you have some tips that you could share with us about the contribution, and after that we can go ahead with the proposal that we got for the guys on the chat, please.
Okay, documentations. Uh, I have two kind of tips. The first one is more tactical and strategic one. The tactical one goes more to, especially to the code design, go closer to the code, um, where we have first the README file, as you saw on the Jakarta NoSQL. Let me share. Do you mind if you share screen?
Sure,
Yes,
sure. I
you
think,
can share your screen.
please.
Yes.
Ah, you said I present. Okay, I can share screen.
No, no, I can share.
Share
So
your
don't
screen.
worry. Send me the
No,
link. I can.
no, I can do. I can do. Don't worry.
Okay, great.
Share my screen. Uh, those are good ones. So the first one is a README file. As you can see here, the README file is it's a tactical one where I do have on my product. I recommend to use ADoc or AskDoc. However, if you want to use Markdown, it's fine for you. What I enjoy a lot the ADoc is because it has several syntax that I don't need uh, to memorize any kind of thing like this or do it manually. For example, I have this table of contexts. With Markdown, I need to do line by line, do it manually. But with ADoc, as you can see here, it's basically one single line. So talk, table of context, TOC, and auto. Then it will generate everything for you based on that, like magic. So let's share the link for you here, so you can share for everybody. That's what I enjoy a lot. So the first one is like mandatory to any kind of product that you can apply from the open source world and move to your private works. Uh, the second one that I recommend to start moving to the tactical one is the change log. The change log, the main idea is to put a trackable version trackable chains, it's split by versions, and where each version has the type of change. For example, the previous version was 100B5 that we released last year. So December 22nd, we had the add, what was changed, removed, and fixed. And right now, as you can see, we need to release this version of Max as soon as possible because we have a lot of things. So the change was the big band. So right now, the idea is to Jakarta NoSQL work with the latest version, support to Jakarta data, API, and so on. So a lot of things was changed, added, removed, and of course, as any kind of product, fixed on this version. So README, where it has the descriptions. This one here has the change log. Um Once we talk about migration, we also have the migration guide, where the idea is to, okay, this one here is to guide you to migrate to the newest version, that is B6, and you should follow this step. So update the library to E9. The Jakarta NoSQL had the scope reduction. So right now the idea is to focus only on the mapping layer. So it has everything in the script here. Why? Why I do care about it? Because the scalability. Right now, everybody is able to understand and move your code to that direction, to move the library to that direction. My final user are developers, are programmers, and they need to know what's going on there. Also, I need to make the code easier to everybody join and understand and help, right? So uh, that's why we do step by step like this. And another one is, of course, the documentation inside the code, like the Java doc. So usually when you go here, we have some, no, oops, wrong sample. I guess what it has. We have the definitions, what I'm doing. And as you can see, for example, column belongs to a communication layer of column where I do have the entry. And I start to bring the context of NoSQL inside my code. So it's a DDD. The entire DDD brings to this concept. So why do I have a column? Because a column is a unity. What is a column? Is an entry. So I have my column, that is an entry. Exactly like my OOP required. Okay. So there's a good practice for documentation. Another thing that we start to implement is the universal message, commit message conversion. And the idea is, okay, we are allowing people to update, to do the message. However, the idea is to start to have like a standard or good practice to commit the code. And the idea is to define the type of contribution to each commit, the scope, and then the description. Let's share the link here so you can share with everybody, Max.
Sure.
So we have the type of the fix and then the branch change. So right now have in the tactical mode we have four documentations. The README file, because nobody can read your mind. So please explain why you do this repository. The change log, to be easier to understand what's going on by version and split by category. The code documentation, where please try to bring the bounded context to your code as much as possible and make it better with documentation. And the last one is track the message using good practice. So four steps to do around a tactical documentation inside this open source product, and also you can apply it inside your organization.
Oh, it's amazing topics and tips that I think that most of us needs to follow up in order to keep the project health. Am I right? Because it helps anyone to join the project. So first of all, let me say hello to our audience, because we got a special one down here, another Java champion like Otavio Santana. Rodrigo Graciano is very
Oh, Rodrigo.
here. Yeah, it's very here to see he watching us and saying that uh, looking for the art that is using open source. We got also Junior Santos. Hello, Junior. Is very very happy to see you here. And also we got a question. From Junior Santos. We can do many modifications in the code. How we control the versions? Well, it's
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. The point is, when you will release a version, it will have one state, right, of this class, this goal. So this one that we should put there. So when we release a version, imagine a scenario where I'm working the version 2. Initially, the class remove information, and then you put there change the class move information. You did not release a version, you released a snapshot version, and then you saw, okay, it's not good. So you can remove that information and put and to the behavior that we want. Why? Because it's tracked by version. So let's move to my channel log here. The idea is to track by version. So what was released on the version B5 was that? What happened in the middle? So you're able to control, to put a PR, to modify. The main idea of the change log is to be more easier to track what's going on there, instead of go to the git log to go commit my commit. This one here will be the latest states before release the version. So if you modify multiple times, you're gonna put the latest state of this feature on that version. Here, talk about what happened if the next version I change the behavior again. Okay, it's fine. You're gonna put here on the category change what was changed. So in this version it has a feature, in another version it has another feature. The
Yeah.
point is control by version. So if you release version every 3 months, every 4 months, it's fine. The little state should be there.
And Otavio, I have a question about the versions and the whole working the input new features and remove features. How it is processed into discussion, like you meeting a lot develops and contribution to this project, or you decide, or Eclipse here decided I want to remove this, I want to put this, and how it is working.
The discussion goes through two ways. One way is a mail list, and the second way is by issues. For example, I can come here on the issues like any product, right? So I come here, issues. By the way, we have an issue to open issues here, but I guess we should have one. So let's create this one here. So
oh,
I can come here, feature requests. So I can come here, increase the experience to open issues. inside the Eclipse JNoSQL. Okay, that's what I want to do. I want to make better the experience to put code here. I will
Yeah.
describe my user case. So as a user, I want to have a couple of options to create an issue. So, for example, propose a new database, uh, propose update the database, propose a new feature, and identify a bug. So propose to update feature alpha above. Here,
Grammar straight.
yes, wonderful, right? My proposal is the idea is the goal is to have more four templates to cover those scenarios.
All right.
Here, okay, more than four templates to cover the scenarios. So here, I open an issue. I can define this as documentation and a bug, right? So no a bug, but an increment. And I can find somebody to help me on that.
All
Of
right.
course, as a product lead, I have more autonomy to go to review and merge the PR. But the idea again is to be more transparent as possible. One thing that I can do here is put the track good first issue. So if you want uh, to work on it, you can come here. I share the link and hey, say I want to do this, and come here and create one of those four templates that I said. So like that. So open issue, open discussion on the mail list, and then move on. Usually in the open source world, uh, it's the opposite that people usually think. We don't have a lot of contributions. I mean, if you compare the number of Apache committer with the number of users, it's way bigger, right? We have like 100 active OpenJDK committers against over 9 millions of Java developers.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, great.
It's a great number.
Yes.
Yeah, we got
So
another.
everybody's up to new contributions.
Oh, great. Well, we got another attendee right here, Pedro Cavalero. So say, hello, happy to
Hello,
see you
Pedro.
here. Pedro is here watching us. So feel free to send questions to us. But let's stop to let's get start the interesting thing, Otavio. Maybe we can get started. What do you think about?
Yes, let's do it.
So, guys, we got a special idea. We will create a special project that we could everyone can get started to contribute, create simple code. Am I right, Otavio? In order to
Yes, yes,
explore
yes.
the project and so on, it will be amazing. So everyone could be go there, open a PR, send the code. We will review that and
Yes.
the mesh in the merge in the repository. So let's talk about Otavio, please. Go ahead.
Yes. We have one issue, so if you want to enjoy explore these capabilities a weekend or over next week, it's fine. Okay. And what's the point? Right now we have the demo SE where we do have a couple of demo using exploring Jakarta NoSQL. with Java SE. But as you know, we need to have more samples using exploring the capability of Jakarta NoSQL with microprofile in Jakarta E. So I will put that demo with some name. How about E? So enterprise edition samples. So I will put a description here.
Who knows? Do it alive, am I right?
Edition with Jakarta
E.
microprofile.
Oh, I forgot to say that Alvaro said asking about where is Karina, Otavio? Because Karina always
It's Friday
together.
night, so
Yeah,
Oh, damn it.
he, she's isn't there today. Yeah, we could
yeah,
invite her. We can invite her to join us in the next session. I will try to talk to her.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good
why
idea.
not?
I like this idea.
Sure.
Maybe
So
we could make this session is a party session. So bring a lot of friends then talking
bring
about
everybody here, right?
yeah
Open source.
yeah.
So I create the demo EE here, public microprofile. I add the README file. I put the Git ignore template, the Apache license, and I will create a repository. Done. We do have the repo here. Let's create an action. Just make sure that everything will be okay. So I will come here to Maven, where I will configure my CI with Java 17, right? Right now, it doesn't make sense to start any project with Java 11 anymore. Hopefully, you can run on Java 17. Um, so I put Java. No, let's see. Let's keep it Maven. So I will commit directly in a branch. But what can I do? I can create a patch here, and I can put the goal, create a CI using Java 70. So I will create a pull request. One thing that I usually do is to put change and what I did. So what I created, what I modified, what I removed. On this case, I just add the the CI by Java 17, for example. Of course, it won't work because I don't have any kind of code. Somebody you review if they wish, uh, but just show here. I will break the I will break it live. The repository, and that's not a good thing. But right now, I'm sure that the new pull request should not work anymore.
All right.
Okay, it's amazing. So
So
do do, do you want to type something, or do you want to delegate something to us, Otavio?
okay, delegate something hard to say, but what we can do, let's do it together.
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
let's. I will
Great.
start.
Thanks for
I
fixing.
will. I will stop sharing my screen. So let's contribute.
Okay, I will share my screen now. So
Okay.
All right. This is times the rock.
Yeah. Okay, so I will open a terminal down here because I like it. Okay, so okay, I will go to my repository directory. So I used to let me open this one. Okay, and first of all, I will fork your project because I think that is the easier than work directly to the Git. I think that we could do this, but I used to fork because it's make easier to me to find out it. Let me get the repository. Sorry. Oh God. Let me get the link. Where is it? Okay, down here. Great.
I Otavio put in the private code.
Okay, where is where is the pro? Oh, I got it. Okay. No, what I'm doing. Okay. Okay.
Demo EE. I will share the
Oh,
link
demo.
again.
Okay, demo EE. Got it. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
So I will fork it. So you could do this, guys, on your side. So I will use my own user. I will fork it. Okay. I hope my machine don't tricks me.
Or you, don't trick you.
Yeah.
Can. I am little nervous, similar you.
Yeah.
I try help you.
Yeah. So I like to copy the link and down here I will clone the project down here. Okay.
Yeah. One good thing to start. Imagine that we have MVP. Uh, let's don't use Jakarta NoSQL right now, especially because I need to leave. It's late. But what can you do is do the parent thing and then create a micro profile project. In the
Okay.
next interaction, you can put Jakarta NoSQL there.
Okay. So well, I cloned the project. So, but first of all, we need to create the all Maven project structure. Am I right? So because we intend to use Maven. Am I right? I don't know. We
Yeah,
used to do this.
probably.
Yeah. So I go to the demo EE. Okay, I will open my ID right here. Hold on. Please work. Oh god. It's better to create a model project, a multi-model project. Am I right? So because you could do the same
Yes,
pattern. Yeah. Okay.
that's the
So
idea where we need to have several.
okay, so I think that we could do this on a scratch. Just create the pond.xml and the repository and put the structure on there. I think it's easier way. It is the easiest way to do this. Otávio, or we could just to. I think for now it's the better way. Am I right?
Yes, you can create a POM XML, and you have two options. One is you can go in the micro profile starter, the option number one, or what else you can do
Don't
is
have opinion.
Well, I don't know, but I used to.
I'm an old person, so I probably go to
Yeah,
to
I
take
like to.
some.
I like to edit the file manually. I don't I don't like to just
Ah, okay,
delegate those things to the ID on the time. Okay, so
okay, it's fine.
let me get an example. I think that we could use the same sample just for
Yeah,
helping us. Demo Zessi. Oh, I don't got it.
Okay,
It,
here I copied
it's,
some a sample where it has less modules, or
oh, Otavio sent me.
if you
Thanks.
comp if you copy paste the, you can
Okay.
use this in one and do the modification that you need to.
Oh, great. So I will copy it, clone, paste.
Just
Oh, copy paste, copy paste driven development. It's very good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, so okay, the group ID. Let's define one for us. Oh, one for this
You
one.
can use this, yeah, almost same one of the Jakarta. Oh, sorry, JNoSQL,
Okay,
or JNoSQL.
or
I will copy paste for you.
NoSQL.
Um, org Eclipse JNoSQL, because
Oh,
it
great.
belongs to Eclipse Foundation.
Eclipse.jnoSQL. Am I right?
Yes,
It's
yes,
right.
exactly.
Okay, it's a demo EE.
Yeah, E, it's fine.
Okay. Do you want to change it? Maybe to micro profile one or
No, no, because what I can do right now is put E, because Enterprise Edition, where you can fit both Jakarta E and also microprofile.
so I could put a formal name, maybe demo codes using
Yes,
um
both Jakarta E and microprofile.
Jakarta EE and micro profile. Micro profile, it's a kind of minimal umbrella of specification focus on micro.
Yes, yes. Jakarta E is enterprise one where it's more, it moves slowly than anything else because more mature technology. It's tough to move things inside. Um, Microprofile has two goals. One, to try to bring more innovation in Jakarta E, and also to be more optimized to microprofile microservice applications. So it has several things that make sense to the microprofile scope. For example, fault tolerance, open telemetry, and so on. The idea is to, okay, once I have those things on my profile, if I wish, I can use also in Jakarta E. There are several discussion about, okay, are you those guys fighting between each other? The answer is no. Both uh, both belong to the same organization, that is Eclipse Foundation, and both are keeping by the same committers, like me. So I'm committer of both projects, IBM, R, um, Apache, Tommy, Red Hat, and so on. So the idea is to collaborate and each one fill up the gaps of another.
Okay. So well, I think that I did something right here. So after that we can improve it and by
Yeah,
contribution.
yes.
Okay. And
One thing that you can do initially is just to remove the modules
okay, I remove it. Great.
and then try to execute. It's a good first step, right? Because right now it's broken.
Yeah. Yes. So okay, my terminal doesn't work anymore. Okay, okay, go back.
it's a
Okay.
lazy.
So yeah. And let me see. Let me first of all let me see what Java version that I'm using my machine that I don't know right now. Oh, 17. Great.
Java 17
So MVN
clean
um,
package.
package, the good one. Okay. Okay, looks like
Okay, it's working. It's a good first step on your commit. So you can
So
do this kind of commit right now.
Oh,
so
perfect.
okay. So I will do that. Okay. So first of
Yeah.
all, Otavio, I used to type status before because I'd like to see what I'm adding to the commit. So this is well, I add only the pawn. Okay, I'm not adding another one because
Yeah, it makes sense. But what you can do also is to use the git ignore to ignore this file
yeah.
because it doesn't make sense to include this idea folder. So you can go to git ignore and put the exact name there. So it will ignore this file,
Okay,
this folder.
I will create it manually. Okay, but looks like that there is a good one. I used to use this portal to create my git ignore. Git ignore IO. So it could help me a lot because I just need to type that something like that, and I could just ignore many
Ah,
kind of
okay.
files that in order to avoid to put those things in my repository.
I
For example,
I never hear about this site.
yeah,
I never also. That's nice.
yeah, Eclipse and NetBeans, for example. So anyone can, for example, I will add as
Target.
many things, so I could pick just like that. I think it's Microsoft, no, it's VS Code.
VS Code.
Yeah. I think it's the code one.
Oh, Max, I have the question.
Yes.
The have IntelliJ plus all, don't entry all EDS.
Yeah, this one it's let me generate the file and then we can discuss about the generate information. Okay, so
All right.
I can do this on right here and just copy and paste paste on the file, or I just use a curl just to generate the file on there. But I will do those things in the easy way. So I will touch that ignore ignore.
I guess you already have this file here. If you go a lot over there, the git ignore.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, you're right. Thanks. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can overwrite everything.
I will put after that. Okay, so right here we could figure out how many files the will be would be ignored. So the Spring stuff. Let me. Okay. Yeah. Here is the here is the get is the information that I got from the portal. So right here I'm just ignoring Eclipse, probably Eclipse files. So right here, okay, and get down we can see something about Spring Tool Suite. So it's IDE based on Eclipse provided by Pivotal. Am I right? I think it's a special one. Okay, right here, it covers uh, all configurations file from the IDE, JetBrains IDE. So it could ignore a lot of files based on the patterns, I think. So
Yes, yes.
everything will be ignored, and with that, we don't need to care about IntelliJ files in our repository. So right here, status could be show us which file was changed and what files we need to add to our repository. All right, so I will add, and by now, by this change, we can see the idea idea directory inside of our repository. So we we got guarantees that if we had add and dot, just the file support by ignored file will be added. So right here, so we can see those things. Okay, so I think it's a good point to do the first commit. Am I right? Or
Yes, yes.
need to do something?
Yeah, there is a huge discussion around the size of commit. There are people who does like the entire day. I don't like this approach. What I do enjoy is should the commit be a history about your task. Like first, commit the git ignore and explain what you did there. So
Okay,
you include more. Uh, you enhance the git ignore, for
okay,
example.
okay. So I will do that. So get commit. I used to use dash s in order to activate the sign off
Yes,
function.
yes. I usually do the SM to put a
Okay.
message. Yes. You
Um,
can do together. You can put slash SM
oh, great.
this way
It's a
here.
good one. I will try to do this more times to get it fixed in my mind. Okay, so SM and I could do something like that. If you we will follow the commit patterns, the commit messages that you show up in the beginning of the session. We could use the doc, for example, something like that, and after that we could do something like that. I don't know which
Yeah,
message.
on git ignore also is related to the builds. I mean, you ignore like infra stuff. I I go to to one of these options, build or core.
Okay,
So it's not here like copy
sure.
paste here.
Or build. I will put build. Am I right? No, sure is better
Okay.
because you're
Sure.
yeah. Or git git ignore.
Enhance the git ignore stuff like
Okay,
that.
enhance enhancement. Enhance git ignore. Ignore. Oh my god. Ignore. Ignore file. Am I right? It's a good one.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I commit. Okay, great. So I think we could by now. The next step is to add the pound file and do another commit. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
One
so
point here, just to explain, is step by step, but onto the beginning of the product, the step used to be more with more details, right? So you're gonna put this, but for example, the next one will be more huge because you need to put the entire project using microprofile. So you're gonna put more files inside this history. So the idea of the commit is not to be like file by file, but the context by context. Okay, you did this step. This
oh,
step has 100 files. It's fine. If it belongs to the track step, go for it. You don't need
oh,
to to commit file by file. So if you add 10 entities around the domain of e-commerce, it's fine. You can go here, include the 10 entities defined as a shore or task or something like that, and then define include the finance entities to the domain blah 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 blah. It makes sense as unique.
okay. So it's a very interesting one because yeah, maybe I used to do the same thing, but implicitly because I never thought on this way in order to separate in the contexts. I I used to I used to commit those things based on the complexity, and because what this commit does, what this commit does. Oh, this commit is related to a special test, and I will group everything in the same commit, or maybe because I don't know if it's the right way, but when we are building our projects, especially on a Maven, just calling Maven dot package, I want to see everything working well. and after that to push to the repository. But I agree with you. It's better than to focus on the context, closing the context. Okay, Jay.
Yes, like because feet is like step, right? So the first step by step. One good point is this convention originally does not belong to Java. It comes from Angular open source community. So
Oh
just to
yeah.
put more emphasis around be a soft engineer. Soft
Okay.
engineer is not religion. So the language is a part of your job. You can learn things from Ruby community, from Angular JS community like we are doing right now, and so on. So don't be that person that okay, my language is the best of words. No, there's no kind of such kind of thing in the real world. So we have tools. You need to learn as much as possible.
Oh, why is it? Why is it's a very wise words. Thanks for sharing it. So let me add the pawn right here. Okay, so get add pawn.
Yeah. And
Okay,
right now it's another category. It's a build category, right? So right now
okay,
you're gonna fix the issue.
build. So right now adding
You are
pawn.
including, yeah, the parent pawn parents, for example.
Oh, adding added pawn parent. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yes.
Yes. But remember, every organization, every team has your own definition about the message. What I did here was to use the Angular convention because for me it's a good one. I really enjoy the way that it did. So it's more explicitly about what you're doing there, step by step. And this style by history I learned from the C community and enjoy a lot. So I bring to me. That's a good point around open source community. Usually people think more around philosophy, but for me, it's the most sophisticated software engineer around the globe because I can took what I want. I mean, I enjoy this style, so I bring to my my utility belt, and I can leave these things. So my advice is explore the open source community as a software engineer, the most sophisticated one. It's hard to see software that has more than 25 years running in production. And you can see that mostly in the open source world, like Java, Python, and so on.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing sentence, and I agree with you. Open source blowed my mind when I figure out that we could be able to learn with amazing software engineers that working together because it's very different than when we are need to learn things. I think open source we can learn a lot of things right now. For example, in this session I learned a lot of things just to talking to you, to talking to people. So open source brings this possibility to us, so it's very important. And also must I say to Rafael Marinheiro on the chat, he's joining us.
Oh,
Oh, hello, it's a pleasure to see you here, man. Also, Queiroz said, "Oh, hello, Ediel.
Hello to us.
Yeah, tell us where are you watching us by now." So let me commit that thing, and okay, looks like everything is good. But I'm working my main branch in my fork repository. It's something that I don't used to do. I used to create a branch, working on a branch, and after that, open a PR to the project, original project, because it's saves me time and I don't need to rebase my main branch. So, well, I don't know. Do you have some tips about that? But we did it, but it's a
yeah,
normal.
yeah. I prefer this way. I mean, the main branch or the master branch. It's a readable one, so you should not write anything there. So use that as a reference where you should not touch, at least directly. So create a branch, modify that branch, and open PR to the master. And the unique way that you can touch this main branch is doing pull on the remote repository.
Okay.
Anything
So
else should not be allowed.
okay.
Oh,
So
and you say watching from Portugal.
Oh, me too.
he is your neighbor down here. Am I
Yes.
right?
After this meeting here, we're gonna take one together.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good. Oh, well, let me commit those things. I read commit. I will push up my change to my
No, no,
repository.
let's do one more thing and
Sure,
then you
great.
can done for today.
All
Let's
right.
go to the file because I don't have any code here, so it's
Yeah.
useless, right? So just let's go to no the ID options. File new. No. Go up. Uh, file, yes, new project.
Project.
Let's create Jakarta E.
Okay. The cart. Oh,
We have the generators, the memory archetype, and then we have the Jakarta E
oh,
below.
God. Sorry.
No. Going of light, left, in
Oh,
generators. Here.
I'm
Yes.
a little nervous. Sorry.
Don't worry,
Okay.
don't worry.
Okay. This one.
So you can create from here, or if you wish, you can create from the starter.
Okay.
Let me
Let's.
share the link here. Both
All
are
right.
fine. So I shared for you. So
Oh,
here, Tom, I don't want to create from here. Okay, it's fine. You can create from the starter.
okay. This is the one. Okay. Great.
Yeah, this one here.
Well,
The first
let's.
step is to create the runtime.
It's very similar to Spring Initialize.
Okay.
Yes.
So, where do you prefer to do this? On a IntelliJ, or well, I think it's maybe it's easier to the people, to the beginners, because we don't need to work on IntelliJ, because my IntelliJ version is it's
As a community edition.
it's
Ah,
not a
okay.
community edition. So let's using that. Okay, maybe it's similar. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes,
And
it's the
it maybe
same.
works
Indeed,
better
link is
because
the
IntelliJ community don't have filters. It's a micro
Okay,
profile. I think is better.
okay. Please, I think that you interrupt Otavio. Please, Otavio, repeat again, please.
No, come on. It's fine. You can use the latest version, like the microprofile 5 or 4.1, whatever
Okay,
you wish.
let's do the latest one. Okay, um, and
And then you can see options, so you can use Maven or Gradle.
well,
Let's-
as our project is a Maven one, Maven is the best selection. All right, the first selection.
Yes.
Okay. And right now we just need to just select the micro profile runtime or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, only Open Liberty is the latest one, I think.
It has the implementation.
So
And
okay.
that's the main difference because when you talk about Spring, you just have Spring as vendor. The Spring Initializer has a single option that is Spring. We do have a strong uh, vendor lock-in using Spring. When you go to microprofile Jakarta, you have more flavors. And when you talk about long-term support, this thing makes sense. Especially when you talk about support, or we talk about price, humanability, um, and we don't want to rewrite everything all the time. Because of that, uh, usually companies with more impact in the organization involving money like finance prefer to use Jakarta E because you have flavors, you have support, anything like that. But anyway, let's use the Open Liberty one.
Okay. Do you want to use Upper Liberty, or do you prefer another
Oh, let's
runtime?
use it. Why not Open Liberty?
No, I'm just asking. Okay.
No, don't worry.
Okay. So
So go there, update the group ID to use org, Eclipse, JNoSQL, demo EE, something like that.
oh sorry.
And
Demo. Oh God. Demo EE. A good one.
the artifacts, I don't know, maybe Liberty MongoDB.
Liberty dash
No.
MongoDB.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh, MongoDB. Okay.
yes. With the
Java.
version, okay, oops, 11, and then you can do it manually. Don't worry.
Okay.
Until you can change the project, right? Or
On the
right?
palm, probably.
Yes, it will generate a POM XML, so you can
Yeah.
change there.
So there are some
Let's use
specification
with configuration.
configure this one.
It's a more about the samples that you include in your code. So
Okay.
yes, let's start with the configuration.
Configuration with this, or just to
Yes,
get everything. Okay. Just like
Oh,
yes,
that.
just click here and then downloads.
Okay.
do you need change the macro profile version or no? Only question.
Sorry, say again.
Do you need change the version the macro profile?
No, no, the latest one's fine.
All right.
Okay. So I go
So
to the download down here. So actually, I think that I could just unzip. Am I right? Directly to this.
yes, you can zip and move for.
Okay. It changed. Probably everything is on there. By the way. Oh, is here. Great.
So yes, fine. So what you need to do right now is to define this as a project, as a module.
Okay.
So
Great.
yes,
Model Liberty model. Okay.
let MongoDB, yes.
Maybe we are in a good time to call Maven build, maybe package, just to see everything is working.
Yes, it's a good one.
So okay, package.
Oh, it will download the entire internet. So let's wait, take some drinks, some wine. Adriel, it's time to drink wine. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Agile said nice. He will be waiting for
okay.
you.
I
uh,
can cross the entire country while you download this code.
yeah. Tell us, Agile, what city are you from right now? Maybe it's near to Otavio.
I'm in Liria, so it's one
When do
two
you
hours.
when do you go to Brazil again, Otavio? Do you have plans? No.
The face of the Otavio, it's no.
That's a good question.
The connection, Otavio, it's have
It's
little
really
friendly the
oh
time you
oh
are very
oh 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 God.
It was processing there, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I just said wine like cold weather is nice. Oh, he likes
Eh,
to
eh,
drink wine.
Queiroz
Oh,
says
mm,
landmarks.
this
This
is not.
one, 2 hours, 1 hour and a half.
Oh, great.
It's good
Okay.
because I have my driver license right now. So
What are you doing, Gabriel?
I don't make anything.
Gabriel
Like,
is doing a messing down here. Stop. Oh God.
yes, yes, exactly that. Edio, 1 hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
So what we can do right now is open only the open limit. So by the ID, if you
Okay.
wish.
Okay. I will close everything right here just to keep it. Okay.
If you
Uh.
go to the README file, for
Okay.
example,
Okay.
README file, it has instruction to run the open limit.
Oh, amazing.
So you compile it, and right now just execute Java dash jar, and then
Okay. You want to do this? Let me do this.
yes, it's a good
Okay.
start. So you can open API based on this.
Okay.
Let's start. It will execute and run.
It's already running. Oh no, it's
Yes.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now it's
yeah,
running.
it's
Okay.
working.
Oh, it's amazing. Could I? Okay, it's done. Okay, it's working. It's ready. Okay, so I could access this one. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes. You can take it.
Okay. Let
But
me open right here. Okay.
so the endpoints,
Okay. We could. Oh, it's a Rello
the
world.
hello
Okay.
world.
Okay. Let me.
So right now we do the basic. So it's a sample using configuration. Of course, it's a complete feature because it did not do the integration. But I guess our time is over. At least
Sure.
Mark
Sure.
is
Sure.
calling
Yes,
me.
it is. No, no, it
Like,
is. It
please,
is. It is.
please.
Is it a good time? Yeah.
So what you can do is do this commit right now with the context where you will include the whole open limit feature.
Okay. So I close it and I will. Okay. So I need to add everything. Okay. So I add right here. Get status. Okay. Many classes are there, and many files I will commit. So git commit sm. So it's a Charlie one. Am I right? We are improving, so we need something like that. It's a good
Yeah,
one or
so
build? It's a build
it's a
one.
good one. It's a good one. I
Choose
know it's a good one.
so okay. Edit
Great.
liber.
Yes.
Oh, creates it. Creates creates a liber MongoDB model. Am I right?
Yes.
Is a good
Yes,
one?
exactly. It's a good
Okay.
one.
Okay. Everything
So
is
push.
ready. Okay. So good. Get push. I think it's the first time that I'm doing this, so I will add this comment. So everything is on my repository. So let me go to there. Okay. Um. Okay. So as I said, I mean, I have been working on the main branch, so that's the reason why I'm doing this. But I could open a PR following this pattern, you know, right? For following this button. So
Yes.
I open
Yep.
right here. So okay, um, what name that I can do right now? It's like, as developer, we are good with names, so define good names. So
Yeah, you can say what you did. So
okay,
you
so
include the
in,
OpenLibet MongoDB module.
include Liberty,
MongoDB.
Liberty, Mongo, Mongo, DB module. Okay, so we used to add some information right here. For example, chance. Am I right? This is
Change.
the
Yes.
chance. So I could do something like that. In rinse, rinse, get, ignore, file. I don't know. It's a good one. Okay, okay. Thanks, Grammarly. Grammarly, it's
I love the
good one.
Grammarly.
Yeah.
The best
Uh,
tool.
Yeah,
eh,
everybody does.
add from parent. Add, add labor Mongo DB model. This is our good one. Okay.
Yes, it's fine. What
Okay.
usually can do is to put a warning. Say, okay, it's missing this.
Okay.
A warning like this. A warning. Let's. Oh, 1 second. Where are you? Warning. Like
Oh,
emoji.
got it. Got it. It's a thing. Warning. Okay.
Yes.
Warning. I could do something like that. I think so. Let me see. Oh.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, is everything's working. So okay. So what you need to do is it's missing a lot
It
of
is
things.
still missing. No, it's missing the MongoDB integration, but it's
It's
enough. You can
missing
justify why you're doing that. Okay,
Mongo
it already has a lot of contribution. So instead of have a huge PR,
DB
uh,
integration. Am I right? It's missing.
yes,
Oh,
create
that's it.
PR.
Okay.
Yes, go.
Go, go, go. Got it.
Yes.
Yes, I got
Right
it.
now it will run the CI stuff.
Oh, great. So it's
I
not
will
a
receive.
needed. It's not a needed some approval. I don't know.
It should.
Oh no.
It should have. Yes, I need to approve and run. Right now it's running.
Oh, great. Oh, is everything
So
working?
right now it
Okay.
will run, as you can see here.
We will
It's
reject it. You reject it.
no, it's fine. It's fine to go. Remember, the point of open source that most of the people use but do not contribute. They don't contribute. So usually people are more. Uh, the committers want to help you to you become another committer to save their time.
Yeah.
So it's downloading the whole internet.
Well, I think that we could add some cache. Am I right on the in the on the GitHub Actions?
Yes, it's a good sample. You can do some caches.
Yeah, maybe we could open a issue on the repository, or maybe someone on a chat. Feel free to clone, to fork it, and open a PR to our project. Am I right? Otavio?
Yes, yes.
Great.
So
Everything is work.
right now it's green,
Okay.
so I can merge this BR. And right now the demo E is not
Oh,
broken anymore.
oh, great. Oh,
So it's merged.
okay. So, God, I
So I
think that
approved
it's done
and then
today.
merged.
I
It
think
is
we're
out
done.
for today.
Huh? No, no.
Yeah, we did a great job today.
Yeah. So,
Yes, it's a
thanks
great job.
again. Let me stop to share my screen, guys. So if you want to contribute to this repository, please feel free. I share it on the chat. So actually, Gabriel did it. Am I right, Gabriel? So
Yes.
I will stop it and
Oh, and Max, you can share this repository?
sure. All right. I think Otavio already
I'm
did
here
it.
because
I will
if
type in the
other
chat.
other persons want to contribute with this repository, um, can enter more easily.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'd like to thank you, Otavio, for being here, to working together, doing this shared job, pairing with me, and it's a honor for me. So it's
It's
very
a
funny,
fun
and
for us.
we enjoy a lot. I enjoy a lot. So I hope that the audience also will join. And I must thank you, and I will be waiting you to join us in another future session, maybe in future. Who knows?
Yes, I try my best. I try my
Yeah,
best to try to do it
yeah.
monthly,
So
maybe.
Gabriel, I telling you, let Gabriel say something. I didn't let him say anything.
Today I don't talk a lot. I given the this how can I say pleasure to Max write the code, but the next session I create courage to.
Yeah, next time you turn. It's your turn next time. No, no worry.
And thanks a lot to Otavio to accept this challenge into the live with him and the Max. And I don't have a lot another things. And thanks a lot.
And okay, Otavio, it's your turn in order to close our session.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. It was amazing. I mean, to explain a little bit more the products, the context, and its entire world. Don't look to open source only to philosophy. It's important how you impact each other, but look the open source world as the most sophisticated software engineer in the entire world. I mean, uh, where we have a case with software that has more than 25 years old, uh, it's hard to see any kind of solution like this and this kind of maturity outside the open source world. So pay attention to that.
Oh, great! It was wise words from Otavio. I must say, just bye and see you next time, guys.
Yeah, I just have one thing. I decided
Sure.
to open my open YouTube channel mostly
Oh God,
around
sorry,
ultimate
Otavio. Go ahead.
sophisticated engineer. So if you want to know more about what is an ultimate sophisticated engineer, you can check it out the Otavio Santana YouTube where I try my best to deliver 2 videos weekly. So
So I could
the
share my screen
ultimate
and watch
sophisticated
it.
engineer.
I can share my screen again and watch this guy. But anyway, I know that it's later. It's late right now in Portugal. Am I right, Otavio? So you must go. So thanks
I
again.
need to go. If I
Okay,
want to say alive, I need to go.
okay, okay, Otavio. Bye bye, bye bye,
Bye
guys.
bye guys.
See you next time.
And
Bye.
don't forget, it's Monday.
It's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. It's Monday. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
See ya, guys.